Well, hey there, folks. It's Dub, and we are back with our November 2020 Survival Boxes Alpha Edition. It seems they have moved away. Someone in the comments even mentioned they moved away from the rebranding efforts, it would seem, at least for now. We'll see what happens in the future. This box, I don't know if you can tell, is almost bulging at the seams. I'm looking forward to getting into it. Have no idea what it is, so let's just go for it. All right. So where the address label was, I tore off some of the, survival bit here, but we've all read that before. It just kind of outlines what survival is. So we'll open it up and just move along. All right, box open. See if there's any info we can grab at first. Nothing that I feel. So we'll just pull something out. I feel, let's get this thing out here. It doesn't have a roll. It's kind of a big roll. What is this? It's an adventure rug. Did you know that adventure rugs exist? If you didn't before, you do now. This is a 5x7 indoor-outdoor adventure rug. I'm not sure what makes it adventure, but it looks like we could open it up here, most likely, and just see what it is exactly that makes it adventure. So I think they're doing a little play here on the spelling, but P-A-H-A-Q-U-E, Q, is that? I could be making that wrong. That I don't know why I would say that, but that's what it seems to have said. All right, so we're gonna open this up, and there it is. It's got a handle. I like the color on it, whatnot, the kind of plaids and greens and blues it would seem. And you open it up. The underside of it has what would appear to be some kind of a ripstop plus waterproofing to it. So there it is. It is a 5x7 adventure rug. I guess it could be, put down underneath your sleeping area or tent or anything else. Could just be for going out and having an adventure picnic. Anything you do with this thing is adventure before it. All right. It's pretty cool. Moving along. Next thing here. Where are we at? All right, some box. What is the box? Oh, so this is, I don't know if it's Osage or Osage. I never got that pronunciation from anybody, but it is a mess kit and a camping stove. Oh, cool. Easy to pack, 13-piece set. I'm assuming they're counting like the spoons and the scrubbies and everything else in that. Great starter set, it says. Mess kit, camping stove. I'll hold it up here if anybody wants to pause. You can look on the contents. But basically it is a non-stick pot, another pot, spatula, 3 plastic bowls, a carabiner, stove attachment, mesh bag, scrubbing loofah, folding spoon, fork and knife. All right. Well, let's quit talking about it, right? Just open this bad boy up. See what it's all about. All right, so it would seem everything comes nicely here in this mesh type bag, so if you'd wash things, it's not really a problem. Little rubberized handles. You can move those however you need. I don't know why you'd need an odd grip, but there seems good. And the rubber itself seems to actually really stick to each other pretty well, so it makes for a firm handle. Here is our little camp stove. If you don't have one of these are awesome. The only problem with them is they're small. That's also one of the great things about them. What I mean by problem being small is there's less balance to them when you use them than some of the larger ones that are out there. But you have your gas control here. It has its own, it shocked me. It has its own little electric start, so don't touch this when you push the button, otherwise you will get shocked, but that's what it does. It's got a little electric right there. These little tabs can fold out and spread around like that. You have your gas container, whatever size you have, and then on top of it goes. And you can adjust your burner. These work really, really well because usually your little camp kits like this have pretty small bowls, and these are pretty intense burners. I've used these quite a bit. They're great when the power goes out, for camping, all that kind of stuff. I mean, it folds up so nice. You just add a gas canister. It's got its own lighting, its own little box. These things stow away really easy. I'm a big fan myself, and I don't think they're terribly expensive if someone was to try and buy one of those on their own. All right, little spatula. It's kind of cute. Wish that was, what my folks had access to when I was misbehaving. I got the real one. All right. And they said scrub loofah. I was going to make fun of them, but that is legit a loofah. So they didn't lie. I like that. All right, little baggie here. Let's see what we've got. This is great. I bought this probably exact exact same kit before off of probably eBay or Amazon. It's just a little Chinese kit. There's no name for it, but you can get awesome utensils that are all-in-ones or multiples-in-ones. I have some of those. I just like the way this is its own thing. It folds up, it locks in. You have an actual spoon. You have a little knife here, which, I mean, it is what it is. For a knife, I would recommend trying to put slightly more of an edge on it. At least the one I had was more near a butter knife. But man, that one locks in so well, you almost don't need that little back locker. But you can adjust some of these pieces, tweak parts to make it fit better. I mean, it's bent, you know what I mean? Like I say, it's not super expensive. It does come from China. But as it said, if you don't have a kit, this one is a good kit. Bend that back, sharpen it up a little bit. But again, I assume everybody has a better knife than this anyways. But these are great to store. That one is firm. I'm going to leave that as is. These are great to store like in your office, in a vehicle. If you forget, you know, utensil, you're out having some food. I usually take my lunch most days. So if I forget something and just have extras, that works for me. I like that a lot. And again, inexpensive stuff. So that's easy to come by if you want one. All right, it's a decent looking little carabiner type thing here. I'm not sure. Little screw down collar. Not for climbing. It just seems like it's aluminum, but it does at least have, you know, that lock on it. I'm not entirely sure what that's doing in here, but anyway. We've got a ladle type deal. Seen those before? Just plastic kind of deal. Pinch that. Oop, get out the hole. Pinch that and folds up. Three plastic bowls. Let's see here. And the bag does fit snug, which is nice. And a much larger pot here. So this one is small enough, it can't quite be used as a pan. I mean, you could probably scramble an egg or cook some small pieces of bacon in there, but you know, for the most part, they're both pots. And so there's a large one and a smaller one. They do nest. The ladle, the bowls, the stove. Let's see, we'll move this stuff off screen here. The actual loofah, again, I'm surprised at that, but hey, you know what? They don't want to call them liars. And the rest of the utensils and the bag. All right. That's cool. See what else we got going on here. Something else material feeling. Again, same company here. This is a compact first aid kit. If you don't have something like this, it's handy to grab. I have multiple of these because of various reasons, but it's great because you can throw them in different bags, in a vehicle, if you have more than one vehicle and you don't drive them often enough, like some of us have a vehicle that goes, you know, off-road, four-wheel, that kind of thing that we don't drive. It's not a daily. You might forget what you have in there because you're not looking at it every day. So it's great to have something like this, have extras you can throw into a rig or a boat even, if you are so fortunate. All right, so pretty basic kit. It's got some triangular bandages. I'm not sure why that is in, is that French? I'm not sure. Anyways, some gauze rolls there, some little scissors. I mean, these, whoo, that is the most basic. That's like those sewing kit scissors, you know what I mean? I would not trust my life to that whatsoever. But again, this is kind of a backup. There's a little mesh bag in case you need that for some reason or another. There is some tweezers. And again, the quality of some of these metal items is going to be somewhat iffy in my mind. A little bit of, looks like sport tape there. I would not make this my primary kit, or you could and just buff it out a little bit. It looks like the contents themselves. So an emergency blanket are pretty basic. A lot of alcohol wipes we got going on there. Some larger bandages. Let's see, all gauze pads here. They're a 3x3 pad, and then some bandages. So I don't think there's anything more than that in here. Pretty darn basic, but if you had absolutely nothing, this is going to do you better than that. And yeah, looks like that's all that's in that one. All right. Ooh. Hit the mess kit there, made a mess. All right, moving along. What else is in the mystery box here? Oh, all right. So we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the emergency drinking waters. These are all the Mayday. And again, there's normally, I think they're 4 1/4 ounces. 4.225 fluid ounces. Always handy to have for those. Great for drinking, for making food. You can do plenty with that. What else do we got? All right, some food bags here. This is ReadyWise. This is the Southwest rice and beans. We may have seen this before, and if not, well, we're going to try it out. What else do we got? Next one is the ReadyWise creamy pasta and vegetables. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Was we didn't look at the nutrition facts on this one, which is 180 calories per serving. This thing's 4 servings per container. We're looking at, let's see, protein 5 grams, sugars is 3 grams, carbos is 32, fat is 3.5 grams. So there you go. I'm going to zoom in on that one. And that was the Southwest rice and beans. Cream pasta and vegetable, 190 for calories. Looking at 5 grams protein, 36 grams of carbs, and 3 sugar. So look at that there if you want to. All right, and what else do we have in here? There is usually some seeds and a card. So these are the broccoli plant. I personally like broccoli, cooked or non, fine with me. This is the Survival Knowledge Card 52, prepared to survive a country collapse. Good information to know, might be, you know, topical currently. Things to do. Blend in, don't stick out, befriend your neighbor, get a dog, train your family. Those are all things that a person should be doing regardless anyways, I think. So that's not bad. Anything else in here? No. Empty box. All right, so our card, our waters, our food and our seeds, and a plastic bag, our emergency kit here, our adventure rug, and all the mess kit I'm not going to put back in. All right, folks, this is Dub signing off. I'll catch you in the next one.